My name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop. Word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it. I let it occur. Whatever occurs. Thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate. Brothers, now, brothers, come out, come It's come out like a power with an M. I get down like gravity, rackety rappers, and raps rapidly follow the rapid into the rapids, and being rapping and rattling, rattle riddles and rivets into the sky. I'm a rebel, feeling riveting, vivid, clear, I am bigger, spinner right to the rhythm, whittle the side eye. I am the killer in the grasses. I am the kid in the corner with the glasses. I am the specter, you should respect her. I don't expect the special, ain't special. I don't expect her. I'm just really glad I can say something. It's a blessing. Ain't no stress affecting my presence. But sometimes the pressure keeps pressing. Worst keeps my impression impressed. That's the way to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just shout, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey! Do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Come by, bring a rack, new grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Okay. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good. Join me, one thing, good vibes only. I just shout, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey! Do what you wanna do. I think about to do it. I think about to do it. Do something crazy. Hey! Do what you wanna do. Hey! walk your dog. We nice like that. We super nice like that. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? We can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We should be in for some fun football today, as a very good offense will be on the field. The Bengals are top 10 in total yards, and they go up against the Texans defense that will need to be at the top of its game. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Texans and... This is Lamar Miller. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Will Fuller was the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
On second down, here's Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage?
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Osweiler. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 11 on the gain there. And it's good enough for a Houston first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. And if you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Now Osweiler on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's brought down after a good game. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll run it here with Bernard, and that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. Second down, Dalton. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you, 25. I'm coming after you, 25.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. In the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bernard. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Andre Howell the one to bring him down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Kevin Johnson's skills just continue to get better and better. An elite athlete out on the corner, he's up to the challenge of any receiver.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. So Dalton now. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And Gostkowski, oh, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2 as they take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They go play action with Osweiler. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Third and long. It's Osweiler. He finds his target, Fuller. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Play fake. Here's Osweiler. It's complete to Fuller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. first down carry now for Miller. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Miller, the lone setback. On second down, Osweiler. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Osweiler. This will be caught at about the 3. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are in for 6. Extra point attempt to come here. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come up in an offset eye. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. 23 yards on the play.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way. They want to see that continue.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Dalton throwing on second down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 4th down.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 2nd and 10 now. Osweiler. And he's got it over the middle. Fedorowicz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On 3rd down, Osweiler escapes the sack. He's got time. And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1st down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Miller, the lone setback. Now Osweiler. Completion left side to Miller. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
In the red zone this time. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was a nice completion on an out route. And those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. One receiver left, 2 to the right. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. This will be Dalton again. And he slings one that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Shot here for Dalton. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. J.J. Watt in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend. Dalton gives to Bernard, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, alert, red, blue, 10.
2nd down, Dalton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And now it's 3rd down. Play clock winding down. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 319.
Osweiler setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So a pass interference here, and this is obviously a call we see all the time, but for the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations.
You're trying to play through the receiver to the football. If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. They'll try and pound it in with Crush, the fullback. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Another look for Dalton on second and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Third down from the gun. Dalton underneath. This is Bernard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Bernard, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Dalton throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they've rallied and made the tackle.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taken in at the 11. Now a hit and a loose football. And he did get it back, I do think. Yes, so no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a first down. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs, None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Taken at about the 36. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Dalton, 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Miller, the lone setback. They'll get the football here. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And that'll be incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And able to find Green. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now it's Osweiler. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
On third down, Osweiler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
10 yards still left on second down.
Zebra!
They send Green to the left on his own. 2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd down.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And 4th down coming up.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the counter, it's Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Miller. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he will lose yardage back. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Osweiler with a sneak. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.